Hey guys, this is 5 through 1 of our top 10 movies of 2015. If you didn't see 6 through 10, go ahead and there's another video there, but if not, go ahead and enjoy.
All right, Jackson, what did you have at number 5?
And number 5, I had Room.
Room.
Movie with Brie Larson, where Brie Larson gets captured and put in a little shed, and she has a child and has to raise her child believing that this little room is the entire world. And it was, it was really just a fascinating movie that they kind of just explored that with the little boy coming to understand the world outside of this room and everything like that. I thought Brie Larson did a great job. I thought the little boy was a child actor that wasn't annoying, and and it was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
I thought for a low budget movie.
I personally haven't seen it yet. I've heard nothing but great things about it, and I think when I see it, I'll probably definitely love it. So,
oh yeah. If
just a matter of time until I see it.
If you guys haven't seen Room, talking to you too, you guys could go see Room. It's really fun.
Well, I know you told me it's not fun, but
okay, it's really good. It's not fun. He's right. It's sad, but it's good. All right, what was your number 5 pick?
I had Steve Jobs, the Michael Fassbender biopic about Steve Jobs, of course.
Oh yeah.
Written by Aaron Sorkin. I thought it was really great. I thought even though I did go into it knowing that some of it has the historical inaccuracies and everything like that about when these situations took place, because he frames it in where it's 3 big product launches. And all these people are coming to Steve Jobs right before he comes out for the press conference or whatever. And I thought that was a really cool way to do the movie, because it made it feel very fast paced and everything was going real quick, and just him going all over the place doing all this stuff, and then also having to deal with the fact that his daughter's here and that his daughter's mother is there, talking to him about is she gonna get money and stuff like this. I thought all of that was really fantastic, and I thought the cast was great too. I thought Fassbender did a really great job. Kate Winslet, Jeff Daniels again, even Seth Rogen was really good in it too, playing Steve Wozniak, and I really thought it was really good. And I really liked the thing that made it the thing that made it a standout for me was the relationship between him and his daughter. How you saw that progress from I'm not your father to eventually him accepting her and being I was poorly made and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, I feel like I learned a whole lot about Steve Jobs that I didn't know before. It was really interesting. I thought it was really good. It was Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle, at the height of his powers, top of his game, directing this movie here. It was really good.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting too. I think whereas it was kind of because Danny Boyle is usually a very visual director, really interesting style and stuff like that. This was very scaled back. He still was able to slide in a little bit with the whole shooting it in 16 millimeter, 35 millimeter, and then digital. He kind of slid that in with all 3 segments and some different angles and shots and stuff like that. But I think overall, Danny Boyle directed this film flawlessly. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, you heard it here, Danny Boyle.
Flawless victory.
Alrighty, so we have come to number 4 on our list. We are over halfway done. We're on the home stretch here. What's your number 4, Holden?
My number 4 is Sicario.
Didn't see it.
Sicario, starring Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin.
Like all of those people.
It's a great movie because it's very much that mystery thriller that you just really have no idea what's going on. Because they bring in, it starts with Emily Blunt being brought in by Josh Brolin, and he's not telling her anything, and then she meets Benicio, and he's doesn't really talk to her or anything like that. He's just very quiet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then as the movie progresses, she figures out more and more stuff about why all this is happening. But I think Benicio del Toro was awesome in this movie. I think he was snubbed because he was really good in this movie, even though he doesn't really say a lot. he's very much that actor that says a lot with his face and his expressions and his movements and stuff like that. And I thought he was definitely snubbed because he was really great in this movie. And Emily Blunt was awesome as well. With the whole playing it as like, what's going on? Why am I not being told all of this stuff?
Very inquisitive.
Very inquisitive. She was very curious. And yeah, but overall the movie was amazing, fantastic. The directing, Denis Villeneuve, I think he's Danish. He's a Danish director.
Oh.
But he's gonna be a big guy because he's directing the new Blade Runner movie. So I hope he becomes a big time director because he did a really great job with this movie.
All right, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds really interesting. I want to go ahead and check it out.
But since you didn't put that on your list, what did you put on the list in this spot?
In this spot, I have Inside Out.
Pixar.
Pixar. And Pixar always makes good movies.
Yeah, Pixar always going to
Except for like Cars 2. Yeah. But this was no Cars 2, guys. This was up there with the best of them, with WALL-E, with Up, with Finding Nemo here, all the Toy Story movies, all the other Pixar movies.
Pretty much all the Pixar movies.
Yeah, it's all the Pixar movies, Inside Out, and then Cars 2 is down here in the bad box. But yeah, this movie was awesome here. It made me cry like 2 different times in the movie. It was just really interesting, and it was one of those where I came in, it kind of like Up, to where it's like I come in, I'm like, oh, what's this movie going to be about? This is just about a bunch of like emotions running around in your head like Herman's head, and then you came in and you were like, man, this is awesome. This was a good movie.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those situations where you kind of thought like, oh, this movie doesn't look very cool, and you also had Pixar. I think they did Monsters University, and like another movie, and you were kind of like, maybe they're losing it, and then they come back and punch you in the balls.
Yeah, they punched you in the balls really hard with Inside Out. Punching in the balls made you cry.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely a great movie, but
Amy Poehler.
The cast was great. Of course, Pixar's always amazing with their voice cast. They always pick like the best people to voice their movies, even though they're like, it's like random people. It seems like it's random people, but it's all like part of this like great plan of like voice actors and stuff like that.
Yeah, who played Sadness?
The one lady from The Office, the one with the glasses.
Oh yeah. That was really good.
Yeah,
really perfectly cast.
Yeah, so it was, like I said, it was overall a great cast. Didn't put it on my list though, only because I just didn't feel like I could watch it again because I don't want to cry.
Okay. One more guy I wanted to
mention,
but
not in a good way.
It was really good.
Didn't make me cry in a good way.
That one dude from Spin City, he was really good too.
Oh, the purple elephant.
Yeah.
Take her to the moon for me.
Yeah, take her to the. It was something, but it made me cry. I was
something like.
I was bawling at the time, and the dude from Spin,
I couldn't remember.
The dude from Spin City was awesome in
it. What's his name? Richard Kind.
I couldn't pull his name, but he's the dude from Spin City.
He was also on your favorite show, Gotham.
Yes, Gotham is my favorite show, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, it is getting serious here. Maybe it's not getting serious. It's getting stupider. Top 3.
My number 3 is Mad Max Fury Road. The infamous great soundtrack of Mad Max Fury Road. I don't know what I can say about this movie. It's
what
awesome.
Can you say that can't be said?
Everything has been said about this movie. I think when looking at it now, noticing it, like I've been looking at it more and more, it's a beautiful movie. Like just like the way it's directed, the way he made the colors very orange and everything like that, the way everything looks. It's just besides it being a really cool, awesome action movie, it's just a beautiful film. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why they've nominated it. Outside of it's nominated Best Picture, Best Director, Cinematography. It's a beautiful movie just to look at. I thought Of course, action's amazing. I thought the performances were good. I know a lot of people kind of hate on Tom Hardy because of his voices and stuff. I personally love those voices because I love to make fun of them.
Hey, I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like if you don't like Tom Hardy's weird voices, I mean, this movie is great because he only says about 5 lines in the whole movie, and this movie is just excellent.
Yes.
I mean, just total nonstop action. I've seen this movie 6 times already.
Yes.
I've seen it 6 times.
What did you have at number 3?
At number 3, I had Creed.
With arms wide open.
Yes. With arms wide open. They made a biopic of the Creed guys.
Yeah, after the success of Straight Outta Compton, they were like, let's do Creed. And
Yeah, starring Nicolas Cage, actually. No, Creed, the movie starring Michael B. Jordan, the follow-up to Rocky V. Rocky 6.
Rocky Balboa's Rocky 6.
Yeah. Is this Rocky 6 or this Creed 1?
This is Creed 1.
Creed 1. Creed 1 was an awesome movie. I don't usually like boxing movies, but this one was just really good. I'm not even the biggest Rocky fan, but this movie had me bawling at the end too. I mean, Sylvester Stallone was great. Michael B. Jordan was really good. I thought Ryan Coogler was did an excellent job of directing this movie. I mean, all the boxing fights and everything like that, doing it all in one shot, it was just really thrilling.
Yeah, really thrilling.
For a boxing movie.
I'll get more into my opinions on that later on because it is
And it shows up
later on in my
your list later on.
I won't spoil which one, but...
Well, what do you have at number 2?
Well, at number 2, I have... Well, we both have the same one at number 2, don't we?
Do we?
It's Star Wars.
The Force Awakens. That's right. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Here we got Finn and TR-8R here battling it out because this movie was awesome. I mean, I thought John Boyega, new character in the movie, was just excellent. I'd watch John Boyega in like 15 movies after this.
Yes.
Daisy Ridley was excellent. Harrison Ford came back and did what I thought was the impossible. And he brought Han Solo back to life. And then, spoilers, killed him.
Yes, I actually personally think that Harrison Ford should be nominated for an Academy Award for his performance because we all know how much he hates being Han Solo and hates talking about Star Wars. And for him to dip his toes back into that universe again, he had to really go through a lot of torture and pain to go through do that one more time. And so I think it was very deserving of at least a nod. Maybe not a win. Well, maybe a win, but at least a nod.
But he could have won Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, Best Supporting Actor.
Would have been him going up against Sly.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That would have been a tough one. But, I think, this is a great movie because I know we both have talked about it that, we're not huge Star Wars fans, We kind of prefer, like, comic book movies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Those are our Star Wars movies. I always say that this first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie was my Star Wars. That's the first movie I was like, movies are amazing. And, like, I just want to see, like, more movies like this and stuff like that. And so, going into this, I was kind of like, I saw the prequels and I saw the originals. And, they were good movies. They were cool. But, like, I'm not, like, 100% invested in this. And I saw it. And I have to say, after seeing this, I'm a Star Wars fan. Because I love this movie. Like you said, I thought John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, they were all great. I liked Kylo Ren. I liked Harrison Ford. Han Solo coming back was really great. So, I think... like I said, now I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm excited to see what they'll do with movies to come, and I'm really interested in that universe now. Like I said, for the first time I can say it, I'm a Star Wars fan.
Oh, totally, yeah. I mean, this movie, it makes a fan out of you. To quote Mulan.
Quote the great Mulan.
To quote the great Mulan, it'll make a fan out of you. All right, guys. So... it has come down to this. Our number 1 movies of 2015.
The best!
The best movie of 2015 is...
Oh, I gotta go?
Yeah, you're going first.
Creed. I put Creed.
We already talked about Creed a little bit, but share your thoughts on it.
My thoughts on this, I thought this was an amazing movie. I think my top 3 movies are all like A+ movies. Like I don't really have a lot of bad stuff to say about them, but I think Creed was one that I was like, this is probably clearly my favorite of the bunch of them. Yeah, I just thought it was awesome. I mean, I've seen all the Rocky movies, and I've liked them here and there, because of their pop culture relevancy and stuff like that. But I thought this one really took like them and like brought them back down to earth and kind of like grounded it again. And I really liked the style that Ryan Coogler directed it in. I thought he did an amazing job with it. I thought Sylvester Stallone coming back and playing Rocky as kind of like an older, broken man, that was fantastic, because seeing it, you probably would have thought like, oh, there would have been a scene where like Rocky punches a guy or something like that, but he doesn't do that at all. He's actually quite the opposite. He can barely walk at times. I thought that was amazing, and I just thought overall the score, the directing, the acting, just the whole package, it was molto bene.
Best movie of 2015. Well, my best movie choice, and it's hard because my best movie choice is Mad Max. Now, those top three movies, Creed, Star Wars, and Mad Max, I mean, they're just all neck and neck. They're all so awesome, so great. I loved all of them. I'd seen them all 15 times in the theater. But Mad Max, for me, I really love post-apocalyptic worlds. I love the Mad Max franchise. Road Warrior, definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
He really kind of came back to this franchise and really made like the best one. Mm-hmm. Like, this is probably the best Mad Max movie out of all of them. And it's something that like nobody else has really ever done before. Like, nobody's really come back to a franchise. Not a lot of people have come back to a franchise, and not a lot of people have come back and made the best one.
Yeah.
Like Spielberg came back and did Indiana Jones, and it wasn't as good as the other ones. Mm-hmm. And he came back and he made the best Mad Max movie, I think. Yeah. And definitely one
at least arguably up there.
Yeah. I mean, definitely arguably.
Definitely top,
I think personally,
top 4 Mad Max.
Definitely, I think it is the best, but I think it is definitely.
But I thought it was excellent. I thought it was the best movie this year. I mean, the movie has a guy playing a guitar strapped to the back of a truck. A blind guy playing a guitar strapped to the back of a truck with a flamethrower. I mean, how can you not? Can you not love that? I mean, that scene. I mean, it just gives me chills every time I've seen it. I've seen it like 6 or 7 times now with the polecats, where, it kind of zooms out and you see, like, the polecats going back and forth about to pick Mad Max off of the truck here. After you've already watched, like, an hour and a half of just, like, driving action chase scenes, this just, like, takes it to a whole nother level at the very end. And, it's just molto bene.
Hey, that's my favorite.
But it's just excellent. That's why I put it at number 1.
Yes.
Hey, but what do you guys think? That was our list here, and that was our top 10 movies, and we probably won't do a top 10 worst, but I think we can both agree on what we feel is the worst movie this year. We'll do it on 3. 3, 2, 1. Fan Four Stick. That's right. Fan Four Stick wins our award for worst movie of the year.
It was garbage.
So yeah, avoid it. But go ahead and see it.
It's definitely a movie you need to see, but it's definitely a movie that you won't like.
There you go. But yeah, tell us what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. We definitely like that. And until next time, this has been Movie Morons.
Have a good day.